Hey guys, Torrey Drake, Denver Realtor. Today's video is about me just sharing why I moved to Denver, what I was looking for out of my move to Colorado and Denver, and if I got those things to hopefully help some of you guys out there if you're thinking about moving to Denver, Colorado and nervous about it, like I was terrified, and wondering if it's the right decision. Are you going to get the things you're looking for? It's easy to romanticize things. Yeah, so I'm just going to share that story. Before I do so, there's 4 things I was really looking for out of my move to Denver. I was really thinking about it. And number 1 is I wanted seasons. As someone who's lived in California their whole lives, I really wanted seasons. I wasn't too nervous about not being able to get that. Obviously, it's pretty much guaranteed. The reason number 2 I wanted to move to Colorado was just the nature. You know, when you think Colorado, you think of nature. I didn't even know what that meant, but I just knew I wanted more access to nature. To be around it more. I was a little nervous, yeah, Colorado's nature, but like, just Denver? You really close to the mountains, so that was something on my mind. The third thing I was looking for when I moved to Colorado and Denver is just to be around cool, down-to-earth, real people. I lived in LA 10 years. I love LA. I love it. But sometimes the people aren't the best, and I wanted to be around just more real, down-to-earth people, so I was looking for that out of my move. And the fourth thing was just to be around fit and active people. So that's down-to-earth people, of course, but I also wanted to be around people who went out and did things on their off days and, you know, did sports or whatever, just fit and active people, basically. So those are the 4 things I was looking for. And before I talk about, you know, if I got those things or not out of my move here, or if I found those things I was looking for, I want to share basically how I came to be moving here, because I thought I was going to be in California and LA my entire life. And hopefully this may help some of you if you're on the fence. That's why I'm sharing the story, because you might relate to it and be like, I get that. Because I was terrified to leave LA in California. So basically, I was acting in LA. That's why I like video so much. I was doing acting out in LA, or pursuing it. And I was a fitness trainer on the side. And one time I booked like a play festival happening in Durango, Colorado. And my girlfriend at the time and I came out for a week to Durango, Colorado. If you're not familiar with Durango, it's basically like a unbelievably beautiful mountain town, just gorgeous. It's literally like the epitome of Colorado. If you imagine one of the cutest towns in Colorado, that's Durango, out in the mountains. So gorgeous. And we spent a week out there and we fell in love with it. And we were just like, oh my gosh, Colorado. It was both of our first times in Colorado, and just the people were so cool, the nature was unbelievable, the scenery was crazy, just the drives, we were driving past waterfalls, we were just like, where are we? And we just had the time of our lives in Durango. And I had always said if I wasn't doing acting, I wouldn't want to be in LA anymore. And basically, sometime later, I decided I didn't want to do acting anymore. Well, I won't bore you with those details. But I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. So the question arose for my girlfriend and I at the time, why not move to Colorado? We were like, okay, well, where in Colorado? Durango's awesome, but we wouldn't want to live in that small town. We're not, you know, maybe when we're older and retiring, things like that, we'd want to live there, want to be in the city. So obviously Denver came up. And we were like, cool, let's move to Denver. And we were like, cool, let's go to Denver, so let's move there right now. And we basically were like, well, we haven't been to Denver yet. And of course we fell in love with Colorado, going to Durango. We were on this like vacation / I was doing a play out there. So of course it's gonna be romanticized and fun and amazing. We're not gonna have that in Denver. Denver's gonna be where we're living. It's gonna be day to day. It's not gonna be vacation, it's gonna be our life. So we can't uproot our whole lives and move to a city based on a vacation 7 days in a town that's like made to create that type of awe and wonder. So we were like, all right, we got to go to Denver, but not on vacation. It will be a vacation, but we got to go to Denver with a critical eye of, can we live here? It's not just about going and having fun. It's about going and saying like, okay, yes, we're gonna have fun, obviously, but could I and we, you know, deciding for ourselves and as a couple, can we live here? And that's what we did. And I had to like remind myself, like, dude, don't get your hopes up. There's no way Denver can live up to Durango. And there's no way Denver can live up to what you hope it to be in your head, basically. It's easy to romanticize things. I think I said that a few times. That's something I kept saying over and over again in my head was, it's easy to romanticize. It's easy to romanticize. That's not something you rip your whole life up for. Make this terrifying change for. So go there, see it, have a critical eye, and see how you feel. So we went to Denver, and the long story short is we had high expectations, and they surpassed them. Honest to God, they surpassed our expectations. Just some amazing memories and times of, you know, starting off in Larimer Square downtown having lunch, and then getting scooters and riding to the River North area, Rhino, and bar hopping amongst all the beautiful art murals. We took hikes that were like 30 minutes from the city. Like we literally Like the mountains are right there, you see them, but you don't realize how really close they are. Like you can be having lunch in Denver and then conquering a mountain like 30 minutes later, which is literally what we did. And the views were just unbelievable, the mountains, and it was just unbelievable. We had the best week ever. It became a bit of a no-brainer to move here. So we did a few months later. And during that time here, oh wow, those 4 things I was looking for, let's talk about them one by one, because that's what a lot of people moving here to Colorado want. Number one, seasons. There's definitely seasons, for sure. I was sending my first fall here and winter, my first every season. Because once again, you know, a lot of people watching this may have seasons where they're from, but California doesn't. So in fall, I was sending pictures to all my friends of, you know, the leaves changing colors, everything. Just, I call it like rotating artwork, where your scenery changes every few months. I was sending pictures in winter and fall to all my friends, and they're like, oh my God, it looks so beautiful, it looks so crazy cool. But the seasons aren't super crazy intense, as I'm sure you've heard. Our winters, yes, we get snow, but the snow goes away in a couple days, which is super nice for, once again, a former Californian. I don't want 6 months of snow. I love the idea of getting heavy snow for, you know, a day, 2, 3 days, and then it being melted in a couple days. So did I get what I was looking for out of seasons? Absolutely. Second thing I was looking for was more nature. That's a bit vague and hard to quantify, but I think we all get what I mean by that. Did I get what I was looking for out of that? Absolutely. One of the first things I fell in love with in Denver was you cannot drive like a block without park, beautiful park. And the parks are well maintained, really well taken care of. Once again, I love you, LA. I love you so much, and I always will. But you do have some downers, as every city does, and one of them is the parks aren't taken care of unless you're in like Beverly Hills. The parks, you don't really want to go there at night, and they're not well maintained. Every single park here that I've been to, which is a lot of them, is incredibly well maintained. A lot of them have hundreds of acres. There's a smaller one near where I live. But then also on top of the nature that's literally in the city, is you have the mountains. They literally are right there. In 30 minutes, you can be completely submerged in nature, in the mountains, in these trees and the wildlife and how beautiful it is. And then you're back home in 30 to 45 minutes or an hour. Or you can go, you want to get really far out there, you can go for 4 or 5 hours and then find it be even deeper in the mountains. So really, if you're just looking for a quick trip or to really embark on like a week long, I want to get the heck out of the city and just be in nature, you can get all of that if you even need to leave the city and all of its crazy cool parks.
Oh, well, hello there. This is Torrey Drake, 30 minutes in the future from the video you're just watching. I just finished recording that video, came home, getting some work done on the couch, hanging out with my dog, and it hit me that I didn't answer the, if I got what I was looking for to move to Denver for items number 3 and 4, which is to be around more down-to-earth people and to be around more like fit and active people. So I could pick the same thing. But like number 3, I want to be around more genuine down-to-earth people. Did I find that with this move to Denver? My heart is very warm to say absolutely. The people of Denver have been awesome. I've had such an easy time making friends. I didn't expect it to be as emotionally challenging as it was moving to a new state. I'm just being completely honest, leaving all my friends behind. I'd never done that before, and it was hard, but luckily it was way less hard than it needed to be thanks to the incredible people I've met here in Denver. Now, I'm not just saying I've met incredible friends and they're great and everyone else is not great. Honestly, everyone here is so friendly and wonderful. And then the 4th thing I was looking for, that's wanted to be around fit and active people. Once again, whatever that means. And people in Denver and Colorado really love being active. I'm not trying to imply that you have to be a triathlete or like a bodybuilder to move to Colorado. That would be ridiculous. People of all shapes and sizes, everybody loves being active here for the most part. There's mountains, there's rock climbing, whitewater rafting, indoor and outdoor rock climbing. There's just so much going on. There's just, I'm very happy to say I found those things out of my move here to Colorado.
So to summarize, I am really grateful and happy and excited to say that I got everything I was hoping for out of my move to Denver, Colorado, and then some. I hope this helps you if you're thinking about moving to Colorado, to Denver, to the surrounding areas. I hope it helps you make a decision right for you. Like I said, this is a 4-part series that I call So You're Thinking of Moving to Denver, Colorado. You can go to my video playlist to see all those 4 videos. This is part 1. Part 2 is gonna be all the reasons I don't think somebody should move to Denver, Colorado. As much as I love this state and love this city, there's some things about it that come with it that you may want to consider if you could move here or not. think, and then the video number 3 is gonna be some random, completely just random train of thought, things that I've discovered about Denver that I absolutely love. And then the 4th video is gonna be 12 things, I think it's gonna be 12 things I learned moving from California to Colorado. Because wow, there are some big differences. So if you're from California, or even just not from California, and want to see that video, be sure to check it out. Once again, guys, Torrey Drake, Denver Realtor, appreciate your time. If you have any real estate needs, I love Denver, I love Colorado's, I love Denver Rights, and I would love to help you with your real estate needs if you have any. Once again, being someone who moved from Colorado to Denver, Colorado, I know what it's like to look at each community in Denver. I know what people are looking for. So it's giving me a huge leg up in my real estate business, having the set of eyes since that's someone who moved here and fell in love with it. So I'd love to help you do that as well. My contact information is in the YouTube description. And guys, please consider subscribing. Denver Homes and Lifestyle YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Torrey Drake, Denver Realtor. Bye.